Okay. All right. We finished our tea. Our latte, I guess. I don't really know what to describe it as. I also don't know where my other ones are. My other eyelashes are, so just use these. Okay. These ones are pretty dark, and these ones I think are the darkest, but nonetheless, we'll put on these lashes. We just did sunscreen, we did skincare. I don't like this sunscreen. I hate it, actually. I really hate it. I think I'll probably use it if there's a drought, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't like the formula. There's too much of a white cast, and I put it on now, and I feel like my fucking eyelids are a completely different color. It's not melted into my skin. I don't know if it takes a long time. I don't know if maybe I need to use that without any other skincare product, and just use my other one. This is the one that's working for me. The other one that I have, that La Roche-Posay one, and it's also the regular one and the matte one. The matte one is really good. But this one, I hate it. That one's terrible. Okay, put a little bit of lip oil on. It's like, smells like strawberries. Okay. A bit of a mirror. I want to shave my eyebrows, but I won't. Take a little bit of this Bond glue. Also, there's another one in there. Also, this exploded whenever I went to the fucking mountains. The elevation made all my products, like, go crazy and explode. Everything was just exploding. So... and then add as much Bond as we were going to be putting on lashes. Then, and I mean, some of these are pretty, I feel like pretty extreme, to be honest. Also, I find curling the lashes helps a lot. This outer corner needs a little more. I can't find my other ones. I really want my other, what do you call it? Lashes. What's going on? Let's see. What are you guys doing today, chat? We are still getting ready for the day. So far, we've already made a latte, caramel latte. It came out really good. It was our skinny caramel latte, I guess that's what we can call it. It was really, really good. This is what I don't like. There's a little bit of a gap in these lashes. Do that. Okay. We cleaned a lot this weekend, so don't have to do a whole lot of that today on stream. After this, we're going out to the garden. I'm sorry, we're going to be working out, and then we're going to go to the garden. All right. All right. A little bit of the seal. I'm going to go bottom and top. And I kind of want to trim them a little bit because they're kind of crazy long. A little bit. Trim these ones about here. Okay. A little better. I mean, that looks so blunt. I dislike these. I want my other ones. I feel like we only got one on that I really like. But even then, so. Put a little bit more of this Bond on. We'll fix the middle. Okay. We'll go a little lighter. We'll do these, we'll try 14. I really like the way these look now. 14's a little lighter. Perfect. Much better. Cute! Alright, chat, chill. Or I will mute you for 30 minutes. Let's see. It's just gross. I don't know if they're on a different one. Yeah, these ones aren't showing up there. Okay, appreciate you guys for the likes. Thank you for the taps. We are putting on a little bit of makeup. It's for fun. For fun. And let's see. Put a little bit more of this Bond on this side. I feel like the other one kind of dried up a little bit and we were taking so long on that right eye. Okay, let's see. That should be good. Let me seal this side really quick. Let the other side kind of get a little more tacky. And I like to go underneath and as well seal the top. Perfect. I like that. Looks good. And we adjusted them so they weren't like 18 or 16. We put the 14 as soon as we got to 3/4 of the eye in. Let's see. Do the 18 on the end. And then we'll go 16. And then 14 for the rest. Whoa. What's going on, chat? What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing for today? We are having a little fun. We're putting some makeup on. Let's see. No, you guys, I'm Hispanic. Okay, put on a little bit of this seal. And I don't really like the way this one looks. We're gonna adjust it a little bit. I think these ones went on sideways, I'm not sure. Okay, and we put seal on. A little bit of mascara to just show the ends of the lashes. The actual lashes themselves are pretty dark, so we don't have to actually use a lot of mascara. We're just putting them on the tips, just so that way, since the tips feather out so thin, that the mascara will actually show them up now. And then I'd like to put a little bit on the inner corner just to actually show that we have lashes in the center there. And just kind of use the mascara to separate the lashes in the front that are kind of, at this point, tangled up with the fake ones. Sometimes that Bond glue can get on my actual lashes, and so they kind of get tangled. So I just kind of like put it on there to untangle them, as well as actually put on a little bit of mascara. So same thing, putting the mascara on the tips of these lashes, so that way actually you can see the tips of the lashes finally. And there. I think these ones ended up going on sideways. That's what I always hate about those. Sometimes they're just too big for you to get them on straight. Okay, whoa. Yeah, I think those ones went on sideways a little bit, but from far away, can't see. And then get rid of all this extra mascara. And then I was going to clean up my eyebrows, but I don't feel like it. So just want to darken the tail so that way we can actually see that there's a tail there. This one, my eyebrows like only going halfway as I shaved them. And so, you know. Oh, let me cover this up. Also want to make sure that we can see that I have the end of my eyebrow there. So I'll just draw on the ends. Get a brush out. And where's my eyebrow brush? I don't know where my eyebrow brush is. Is it in here? It. Where is it? Well, we'll put this in here. I don't know where it is. Sorry, you guys. I don't know where. Whoa. I'm gonna try and get them out of this bag. My brushes. Oh, here's my other lashes. Oh man. I didn't realize they were right there. Okay. These are the ones I wanted to put on. It's okay. Man. No, these aren't even it either. Never mind. Alright. a little bit of bronzer, and we have, okay, now eyebrows. Let's see. Just a tiny bit of product at the end of the brush. A little bit goes a long way. And we just want to darken them up a little bit. That way they're a little bit more visible. Okay, so we can see we have a tail there. And then just try to finish the arch. Just barely above that where they connect. Perfect. Now it looks like we have an eyebrow. Now, the other side. Same thing, barely raising from that arch there. Perfect. There. And then fill in the inner. Just drag a tiny line through that. Just to give the front some structure. Fill it in ever so slightly. Brush up with a flat brush. In the big, very, very inner corner. That way there's a beginning and an end. And then with this one, since it's so long, it's going so far past my eye, it's not something I worry about. I'm just gonna wipe it off anyway. So take a Q-tip would be nice. I just usually take the side of my fingertip and just kind of angle it upward while wiping it off. Just let it fade. So instead of being almost to my hairline, it's there. A little easier to handle. And it blends almost perfect. And then same thing with this side. It's a little harsh, so I'll just angle it out and let it fade naturally. And that's it. And then a little bit of bronzer. Appreciate you guys for the likes. A little bronzer in the hairline. Sort of blend all the makeup into the hair with this little tiny brush. Keep the bronzer really, really high on the cheekbones. And then same thing, we're just gonna mix these two colors together. This area is nice and highlighted. The cheekbone is really, really high, and so is the brow bone, so I don't want to ruin that. I just want to keep it nice and concentrated. And we'll sort of carve out the jawline. And then take a nice big fluffy brush to get rid of all the harsh lines. Sort of blend it into my skin a little bit, give us a little bit of a tan. warm up the face again, because sometimes, like we just did with our sunscreen, we tried a new product, kind of blurred out our face a little bit, gave it a little bit of a lighter complexion, and I don't want that. Add some color back into the face with the bronzer, and we're just taking the tip of the brush, and if it helps you blend better and have a lighter hand, the end of the brush holding it, and then do little tiny light swirl motions. That way it doesn't create like a muddy effect. And just blend it upward. And we have, let's see, what's the chat saying? What the fuck are they, what are these people fucking saying? People are fucking creeps. Yeah, no. Creepy. Hello from Bulgaria. Hello from India. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Appreciate you guys for the likes. Okay. And then let me put these away. These were what I took to the cabin when I went on my trip, and I haven't put them back. But they're all my favorite brushes, so kind of nice that they were all together today. And then we'll comb through the eyebrows just a little bit. Just brush the hairs up. And that's it. And then I'm not going to worry too much about the hair. It's just going to be one of those things where it's going to get tangled from working out and stuff like that also, so let's see. Oh, and then I forgot a little bit of we'll just darken all the beauty marks. And then I just like to add a little bit of freckles. To blend all the beauty marks with, also it kind of gives a nice like illusion with the, since there's like a little bit of breakouts from the whey protein and stuff like that, sort of blend them in, create an illusion. See, there's another one. And then all through my eyebrows too, that there is a little bit of breakout. We'll kind of hide the breakout with a little bit of these blemishes and create more of a softer, more approachable, preferred blemish, something that looks more natural. You place them on very, very dark and in kind of like a mess or an array, kind of like not too structured. And then see how it looks really, really harsh and it just looks crazy. Just take the pad of my finger and then soften them, push down with fast, light pressure, and just sort of soften them up. And that's it. So it looks like we're kissed by the sun. Looks like we have freckles, and that way all these other ones kind of just blend in a little bit easier. That's just one of my tricks I like to do. Touch that one a little bit more so that way it's noticeable. They're all noticeable, but just diffuse them a little bit. There. And then add a few little hairs. In the front. That one's dark enough. Connect the front to the midpoint there. And then just same thing. Diffuse it with my finger a little bit. And that's it. Very light. No foundation also. Kind of more breathable for the summertime. And we still have natural looking skin. It still looks like skin. You know what I mean? We don't have like a full filter face or like that birthday makeup. You know, like, and I don't mind that, but when I work out, I get kind of like overwhelmed or even like uncomfortable, so this is kind of nice. And then that way the lashes will kind of last for maybe another day, and then, you know, it's just a little put together, and that's it. I'm not gonna brush my hair out just yet. We're gonna make another coffee, we're gonna work out, and then that's it. Clip in really quick. We'll get my glasses. We also have to wash my hands. They're kind of covered in makeup at this point, and so kind of like to just kind of like to, what do you call it, wash them in case I try to touch anything else and they don't get dirty or anything like that. And then a little bit of this Estee Lauder lipstick, to use the tip of that to outline my Cupid's bow. See how we have one line there? Same thing for the other side. All the way down. And then the corners, and I just take the side like this and line, and that's it. And then take any sort of lip gloss. You can use lip plumper, that's the best. We can push down one time, like that. Sort of spread it throughout the rest of the lips, and then I just take a lip oil or gloss, cover the lips in that. Makes it easier to spread. And then get it out of the corners. And then try to get rid of that stuff that could have been on your teeth. Okay. Nice. A little bit of black liner. Because sometimes that glue can kind of look, like in the lashes itself, they kind of look a little, like you can see, if you did see underneath there, they kind of look uneven. So I just kind of cover it up with the black liner. So let me see. And I don't usually use a mirror. Just kind of feel where the waterline is. And you can look under here, it's a little darker now. The line looks a little bit more even. Just helps hide the lashes so it looks natural. Of course, it's hard to look natural when the lashes are that long. So obviously we know we have false lashes on, but we don't have like that annoying strip, or they don't look like they're hanging off, or like, you know what I mean? So that's why I kind of like the individual lashes. It kind of helps look like a little bit more natural there. Okay, chat, let's see. Put the glasses back on. And yeah, that's it. Cute. And all right, I'm gonna leave you guys here. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick. I'm gonna go pee. Appreciate you guys for the likes. Then we're gonna work out a little bit. Sorry, guys, reading emails. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, chat. Let's see. We have our garden notes. We have our water. We have our second phone also. Ouch. My glasses are pushing up against my eyelashes right now. Okay, let's take the tripod out. I'm gonna put this on really quick. That way, this fucking video game music. Okay, put this belt on. And then we'll go. Okay. Sorry, chat. We're gonna make another coffee. We're gonna work out a bit. Oh, also, let me take this phone too. Just gonna leave the music on in here while we go. Also, definitely am hungry now. Definitely want to eat lunch. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Really want lunch. Okay, you guys. Let's see. Can I set you down here? Is that crazy? That's crazy. Let me put you up higher. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, and it's 1:16 and we're finally ready for the day. Isn't that fucking nuts? Bitch has to wake up earlier. Yeah. All right. All right, no more bullshitting around. We're ready. We're fully ready for the day. We've spent all day together. Appreciate you for being here. I know it's been a long fucking day. It's been a long day. You're tired of being here, I know. I have a fucking wedgie, okay? Yeah, all right? So now, okay, I got a fucking fanny pack on for runners. This has the phone in here. We're tracking steps today. They're fucking scaring the shit out of me. They're creeping me out in the chat. They've been doing that all fucking day today. You know, it's okay. It's all right. All right? Chill out, chat. Chill the fuck out. I've been muting bitches left and right. Thank you. All right. We're going to make a fucking coffee. Kofefe. I have my phone in here, first tracking our steps for today. I account for maybe only 400 steps so far, maybe. That's what I can imagine because I haven't left the house or anything like that. Let's see. We were going to try the butterfly drink today, but I don't know about that. I don't know. We will see. Excuse me, shit. We're gonna have fucking lunch. We're gonna make a sparkly drink. Whoa. Jesus fucking Christ. Should we have a coffee or a sparkly drink, chat, with caffeine? I look insane. I look fucking crazy. The Gengar clip doesn't help me either. I look crazy. Also have to trim my hair, chat. We're gonna trim it at least an inch. Or 3/4 of an inch. This much has to come off at least. At least that much. All around. Gotta trim the hair. Espresso. Day one espresso. Okay, but let me show you the options. God, I need caffeine, but let me put on some fucking background music. What about this song, chat? Have you heard this song? It's a quiz time. It's quiz. All right? What about this? What about this one? Hold on. Are we gonna get banned for this? Play. How come it's not playing? Oh, is it still on my TV? This device. Wait. No, this isn't the one. I hate it. This one. Do we get a ban if we play this on stream? Look, it's John Hamm. He's dancing. I don't know, probably not. We need to make a coffee. Do it, chat. Do it. Dance, chat. Dance. How do they do that? But I think this is the dance, isn't it? Okay, we need to figure it out. We need to do espresso or what? This 0 sugar, Crystal Light with caffeine, wild strawberry. And I just have the feeling it's gonna be garbage. I don't know. We could try it. It might be good. How many milligrams of caffeine does this have? It doesn't even have it on there. This is caffeine, but it doesn't say how much, chat. Seaside, what? Oh, 60 milligrams caffeine. We might have to put 2 of these. Espresso. Fine. They don't like it. They don't fucking want it. Fine. All right. Okay. How about this? Rinse this cup out, right? Use the same cup. Right. Okay. Hold it. God damn it. Y'all don't even fucking participate. Hold the cup. Hold it. This is the crazy. This poor little cup's been through it. It's been through it. Okay, let's put some ice in the cup. What What is that? Halfway with ice. All right. Okay, 1 pump of sugar-free sweetener. Okay. Americano, we'll go water. Okay. Something in here. Something fancy, okay? Cheers. Acidities, why? Two bitches at the same time. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. But for reference, chat, usually I'm just having just coffee, no sweetener, ice, and water, like an Americano every day. That's what usually I drink. So this is not bad. I mean, it's just tastes like what I normally have. Yeah. Pretty good. We need lunch. I haven't had lunch, but we did have breakfast. It's time for lunch. Okay. What about pizza rolls, chat? It's a no-go. Pepperoni pizza roll. Okay, no? What about breaded chicken breast patties? Breaded chicken breast patties. 190 calories, 12 grams fat, 11 carb, 10 grams protein. What they saying? I've been mixing matcha and Red Bull together. We're gonna try that. Okay, chat, they turned up. Also have chicken dinos. Chicken dinos. Need that protein. Need that. I have no nutrition facts on these. I have no clue. Right? Don't know. We gotta have protein though. I'm with them. We got some black beans. I have some stuff I cooked actually. Want to have leftovers? We had black beans. We got Spanish rice. Also, I have a little bit of chicken breast that I've been marinating in a Greek marinade. I don't want to cook right now. I'll make that tonight. I'm gonna have collard greens, and I also have pizza pasta, and I also have kebab meat from barbecuing for Memorial Day, and I also have cowboy pasta. There is 80-20 ground beef in here, beef bacon, corn, black beans, a low-calorie, high-protein sauce to cover this in. We have a little bit of zero-fat Greek yogurt, zero-fat cream cheese, a whole bag of fat-free Kraft cheddar cheese. We have some bell peppers, some onions, some garlic, a little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of pasta water to thin it out, bow tie pasta, high protein. I think this is 400 calories. Let me find I have the recipe here. Let's turn this fucking song off because I'm literally going to lose my fucking mind if we keep listening to it. And everybody else is going to hate that song because they're going to come into this chat and they'll be pissed that I keep playing it. Okay, let's see. That ChatGPT is timed out. Let's use this one. Cowboy pasta, creamy beef bacon pasta. This one is 450 calories, 34 grams protein, 35 carbs, 16 fat. Very good macros. Very good. You gotta figure out what you want to eat now. I'm sorry. We're figuring it out, chat. We are doing that right now. Better eat. Don't want it to go bad. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. All right. Fuck it. We're not eating that because I'm going to sleep if we finna have that. Let's have kebab, Spanish rice, beans, little veggies, collard greens. We'll do that, okay? We'll do that. Okay? Okay, chat? Is it for after workout? No, it's right now. Your fridge open. I know what the fuck it is. I know it's open. I like it when it's open. You know what? I'm gonna open the freezer. Fuck you guys. Fucking idiots. Act like I don't know what the fuck going on behind me. Let me see. We gotta put on a little song. Okay, another sip. Oh, fuck, you spilled it. Shoot. Put her up in the pocket. All right, get a paper plate. All right, that a little bit of Spanish rice. Okay, a little bit of collard greens. A little bit of black beans, cat. Little black beans. What? No! That ice cube. I lost it. Okay. A little bit of cake. Piece of pasta. Kebab. Look at all that kebab and roasted vegetables. You can't even see it. You guys are about to see it. You guys are about to see it. That's what I just said. You guys are about to see it. You know what I'm saying, chat? Let's reorganize the whole fridge while we're at it. Let's reorganize the fridge, chat. Bitch, I'm out of breath. Okay. Let's fix this. I got a lot of stuff in here. I do. I got a lot of stuff in here that's good. You know, I'm not gonna hold you. It's pretty good in here. It's a lot of good things. Jesus Christ. Oh, let's have a little salad. What do you think, Jack? Huh? A little salad too? Come on, okay, now let's go this side. This side of the fridge, this side of the kitchen. Alright. All right. What the fuck they saying to me? Hi, cozy girl. Hey! I spilled a little bit on my fucking white t-shirt. Just letting you guys know. Here we go. I barbecued all this on skewers. I took everything off the skewers. I have little baby baked potatoes. Tiny little potatoes. Yellow potatoes. Garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, salt, Mrs. Dash, oil, neutral oil, high smoke temp oil, lemon pepper kebab, Let me see, lemon pepper kebab, Cajun kebab, 1 piece of Cajun. We have bell peppers, cauliflower, zucchini in season, red onions, zucchini, bell pepper, another piece of Cajun kebab, zucchini, bell pepper, red onion, bell pepper, fuck it, a whole onion, fuck it, we'll see how much we can eat. It's a mukbang, and if I don't finish it, we're finishing it later. Sorry. Okay. Another cup of coffee, chat. We have gardeners back there. Chat. There's gardeners in our backyard. They're mowing my fucking lawn. They better not mow it short. Yeah, they're mowing it down, bitch. They're mowing it so fucking low to the ground, it's insane. Look at, they don't even go on all the way around. Fuck them. What's going on in the front yard? Actually, sorry. Sorry. I just know that if they mow my shit down, pause. I don't know if that's a pause. If they mow it down too low, this is exactly how I got pokies in my grass. Look at my front yard needed to be mowed. Yeah, they're doing it pretty good. Yeah, they're doing it okay. Yeah. You better put that in my green trash bin, bitch. Because I swear to fucking God. I swear to God, I need it for my compost. Yeah, they're doing it. I'm going to reseed it today. And I'm going to water again. They cut it so fucking low. Why do they cut it so low? This is why I got pokies in my grass, bitch. This is why. The gardeners are here. I can't believe it. And they didn't come for maybe a month and a half. Karen. Oh, my bad. I like to make the grass grow, you fucking asshole. My daddy was a landscaper, you fucking asshole. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking care about my grass. I'm gonna care. Jesus Christ. You act like I'm gonna go out there and complain. That's a Karen at that point. I'm gonna let them do what they need to do. They sent the fucking children out here to go mow my lawn. They did. So what am I gonna do? And I don't even fucking speak Spanish. I don't want to be that bitch going out there with Google Translate either. I'm just saying the only reason why I have pokies in the grass, I'm trying to help somebody. You got pokies in your grass? Well, we call it there's a fly. We call it, usually it's called goat's head or something like that, or goat thorn. I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's some bullshit, okay? It's some bullshit, all right? And it usually comes out whenever the lawn is stressed, whenever the lawn is very short, and it pushes out any grass, okay? And we have had that problem here. Lots of thorns, lots of pokies in my grass, okay? Because it was short and stressed and literally just not watered, okay? So I'm thinking, that's probably how we got here. It's probably because they cut it too fucking short. But you guys wouldn't get it. All you care about is fucking Roblox. Winnie had general. Okay, I got you. Oh wait, we're on this side of the kitchen. Now, a little bit of Spanish rice. A teeny. Look at that. This looks crazy. This is too much. Actually, I'm not going to have rice because we have a lot of carbs already on there. And I don't want to get too fucking tired before my workout. I'll have Spanish rice after the workout. A little bit of collard greens. We will have these. It's rich in vitamin K. They're really good for our skin. I doubled up on the plate because every time I heat these up, a little bit of that moisture from the collard greens kind of like evaporates, or not evaporates. It doesn't evaporate. It makes it kind of soupy. So double up on the paper plate, y'all. You're gonna need it. And I like to do a generous amount of these. Very generous amount. Okay. And then I was gonna do black beans, but I decided against it. That is spoiled. For sure that is. Put 2 minutes on it. Okay. All right. Let's put this away. Whoa. Put the black beans away. All right. Okay, put the rice away. We're going to be going grocery shopping, chat, next week. A little bit of some salad mix. All right, everybody shut up. Here you go. Have a little bit. Take some. Go ahead and take it. I know you want it. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty fantastic. We got people out there edging my yard. Thank you. You know, it's a hot day. I might even offer them a fucking water bottle. It's a hot fucking day. That's all I gotta say. It's a hot day outside. They're going out there, they're edging up my yard, they're taking all the weeds out. Grateful. I'm grateful. They think I don't know what the fuck's going on out there. But I do. And really, I'm just making it a big deal because I can't believe we have gardeners again. For whatever reason, they didn't come for a month and a half. They hated us. I don't know. I don't know if it was a thing with the landlord. We got new landlords. Everything's been changing, so I'm just surprised they're here. If you're here and you made it this far, thank you. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you being here. We're about to have lunch together. I'm going to cover all my food in olive oil. And that's all I got. Maybe I'll have a sparkling water. You never know. And then we're going to work out. Okay. This is what we got. This is what we got. A little bit of BBQ. These are from my kebabs that I made for Memorial Day. Yeah. Okay. We have a little salad on the side that we're gonna have. We usually just get any kind of bowl and handful. Throw that away. Okay. We've rinsed and washed all of that lettuce, so that way every day I go to reach inside there, it's nice and clean. Some olive oil. Single origin olive oil, that's what you want to look for when you find olive oil. And here we go, just a drizzle. Nice drizzle. We're keeping it very light. A little bit of this Greek dressing. Barely any. Just for those herbs. Just for the flavor. We got a little bit of balsamic. Red wine. A bunch of that. To your preference, you put what you want. You put however much you want. Okay. A little sumac. I'd be in a food coma after that plate. What the fuck? What? Get them out of here. Someone said a twerk for dessert. Fuck out of here. A little sprinkle of sumac. Don't need a lot. Just literally a pinch. Some salt. A little nice swirl of black pepper. Alright. Then we give it a toss. Beautiful. Beautiful. We need that olive oil in there. We need good fat. Helps your brain, helps you function, helps any of the anti-inflammatory properties kick in. What the fuck is going on over here? Video game music in the background. Sorry. We're going non-copyright. Jesus Christ. Okay, nice spring mix. For you, for me. Now. Okay. We'll take this over here. We'll let you guys hang out over here. I know, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted. I know you wish this stream would end, but it's not, alright? It's not now. Got a big water bottle to prop you up against. Ow, my knee. All right, one plate of food. An insanely wild background sound. There's that. There's our salad. 2 salads. Oh my God. I'm tired. What are they saying to me? Absolutely tired. Yeah, we're doing good. Spring mix salad, we'll eat this first. We'll prioritize the greens, the vegetables first. Protein, carb last, in that order, to reduce too much of a glucose blood sugar spike. Add a little bit of this, and these are the kebabs that I made over the weekend for Memorial Day. These are the lemon pepper kebabs. Cute, gorgeous. This is the Cajun. Super good. We made all these veggies on the kebab. Skewer, zucchini in season, yellow squash. Oops. We have a little bit of red onion, which is charred and sweet. Bell pepper, green. We have a little bit of collard greens that I made. Half of a yellow onion grilled on the barbecue, and we have 1 golden potato. Okay, this is what we're gonna have. Let's check the chat. I had my phone in my waist to track steps today. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Nice. Someone just put a bowl with a spoon. That is yummy. The next time we barbecue, chat, I'll be able to take you guys in July for that. So that's something we're going to be planning for July. Today, right now, after we have this, we're going to stretch and get ready to work out in the garage. The power rack is built. It is nice and clean up in there, so we're going to do that after. After we do our workout, we will go out and check on the tomato garden dedicated to our stream. And we'll count how many tomatoes we have on each of our plants over there. Happy about that. I'm glad the gardeners had already come, so we don't have to kind of get out of their way or anything. So glad. And we can throw out the compost together. I can't wait for that either. Let's check the chat. Let's open it up. Let's see. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for the likes. Okay. Oh, we are here for a little bit of a mukbang. I don't really know how to do this to where you guys can see all the food. I'm gonna have to get little. I feel like I see people with shelves. I'm gonna try to prop up the food as much as I can. I tried. Okay, we have a very light dressed salad. We'll just try to fill up on the salad. This is just one of my tips for weight loss. A large glass of water, 16 ounces of water, or a water bottle full of water before you eat a meal. And then a small side salad, prioritize eating that. Count your calories for the salad dressing that you're using. Measure everything with tablespoons, teaspoons. Have the appropriate serving amount there. And then just try to, alternate bites or incorporate some of the stuff in here if you don't like lettuce or if you don't like, dark leafy greens or whatever the case is. If it's really hard for you to appreciate the taste or just enjoy it without having a ton of dressing. It's usually harder in the beginning. Usually your taste does change towards the end or after a long time of being on like a health journey of having certain foods over and over again. So as much as you might not like it now, there's reassurance in knowing that your palate will change as you lose weight. So there's food for thought. What's going on, chat? And sometimes it just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I get really tired of salad. So I'll just try to take a really big bite on the fork, okay? And then try to find like maybe like a piece of meat and just kind of do this all like the whole time I'm eating, and try to have like whatever is at the end of my fork kind of mask the flavor of all the lettuce and stuff. So I need a napkin. I'll be back. And for me, I usually try to prioritize having the salad and the lean cuts of meat on my plate first. If it is one of those things like today, just to give you context, I feel not the hungriest, and I also feel like I don't really have an appetite. And I'm really motivated to do my workout, and usually before then I don't feel encouraged or inclined to eat. It's just I know I have to have a good workout. So this might not be anybody's problem, but if it is, if you're struggling to eat, just prioritize eating the most important things that'll keep you full and that'll keep you in the highest place after you're done eating with having enough protein, like having a high amount of protein. So just focus on getting those foods down. That way it'll actually help you with cognitive function. It'll help protect your brain, your mental capacity. If you're having a lot of caffeine that day, or you're lacking water, or if maybe you're having the opposite issue where you're craving a lot, try prioritizing the protein in the meal to get fuller faster, and then just save it for later. That's usually what I do. So I'm obviously not going to eat all this food. This is a lot. Although it's not calorically dense, a lot of the vegetables are basically 0, 5, 10, for everything, for the full serving. So it's really negligible. Same thing with the lettuce. This is basically 0 to 10 calories, or even 15. Since it's darker leafy greens, there's a little bit more caloric density, but the lighter it is, usually there's almost nothing. So as filler and a means for me to feel like I'm eating a lot more than I am, because I'm very much a volume eater. That's usually my problem. Could not be yours. Just focus on the salad to fill me up, or to give me that illusion like, wow, I've taken a lot of bites of food. I'm eating a lot. I'm eating for a long time. That's what my brain needs. That's what I need. That's my relationship to food. Overeating. So it just helps me a lot. And just try to finish the salad first. So this is just my method when eating. Instead of giving into impulse and just like eating whatever and however, I find that if I have structure to eating the food, I respect it more, and it's helped me lose weight. So that's just a tip. Whoa. Okay. We won't use that. Big bite of collard greens. Blend it with our salad. And mind you, when I point to this and say, 0 to 15 calories, I mean just the leaves alone. We did put olive oil on there, and the spices are usually just 0. The seasonings are 0, and then we have some vinegar in there, which is basically 0, nothing. It's negligible, so I would track the olive oil in this. I wouldn't even track anything else inside the bowl. But for the leaves alone, 0 to 15 calories, especially if it's dark leafy greens. If it's iceberg, it's just 0, so that's what I mean when I say that. Someone said, I used to overeat until I couldn't, and now I eat 1 meal a day so it can be done. I hear you. That doesn't work for me. But I'm glad you found something that works for you. If I have one meal a day, I either starve until I get there, and then if I do eat that one meal, if it's too early in the day, I find myself wanting to snack at night still. So for me, that just doesn't work. And then if I do hold off into the very end of the night, I'll probably like wake up hungry and then want a snack. So that's also why I don't do it. Okay. A lemon pepper kebab. A sip of our Americano. With 1 pump of sugar-free sweetener in here. Not the last comment. Did you make the food? I did. I barbecued it. And then I just tried to find what was in season. See, not a lot has been touched on the plate. And there's technically no bad food. I don't like calling food good or bad, but I just know that if I do eat this entirety of this meal, I'll probably feel tired since it's the middle of my day and I've had at least, you know, a cup and a half of coffee so far. Usually I have like a little bit of a dip in energy right now. So in combination with that timing and then the food, in terms of how much food I'm having volume-wise, caloric-wise, I usually get tired. So we're about to work out, so that's kind of why we're prioritizing having the salad and all the protein bits. All the carbs I usually have and save at nighttime, but that's just me and my energy levels. I start the day with a little bit of carbs to hold on to some of that caffeine that I take in the morning. And that helps me. If I don't have enough carbs and I have too much caffeine, I kind of get a little bit anxious. Okay, we're all done there. Yum. Okay. A little bit of these onions. They're nice and roasted, so they get a little sweet. It tastes so good just by themselves. Nice and sweet. A little bit of bell pepper. Let's finish the collard greens. And they're rich in vitamin K, which is the building blocks to collagen. So definitely want to prioritize having dark leafy greens in your diet, specifically that and kale. It's really hard to have kale taste not so bitter. I find massaging it with a little bit of lime helps take away the little bit of bitterness. Yellow zucchini, yellow squash. Lemon pepper kebab. And the kebab was made out of chicken breast to lower the fat content and keep the protein really high. I have a little bit of sauce. I try not to limit myself whenever I do feel like having certain things. And I try to ask myself many, many times if I really want something. Or I tell myself no initially. And if the thought does come back, then I usually respect it as a true craving. Try to have, those are just how I realized that a lot of my decision making when it came around food was just like lack of impulse control, lack of self-control, you know, and self-awareness on my energy and why I was craving, understanding why I crave. So now that I figured that out, these are the steps I take, and this is what helps me, you know, control that, the impulsivity when it comes around food. So this is creamy chili McCrispy strip dip. I'm telling you, this is the best fucking sauce at McDonald's. Sorry, I have shit in my teeth. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Do you have a cheat day? Yeah. I feel like at least once a week. I used to have cheat weeks. It was crazy. Cheat weeks was crazy. But see, I just kind of like, I try to practice this in respect. Sorry. The kids, that's cheese. They painted on the table, so there's paint stuck to the table, so it looks crazy. I'm sorry. I really am sorry, you guys. But, regardless, I opened the foil. It's been about a minute, you know what I mean? Or 40 seconds, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? And I have it here. I haven't tried to use it yet. I just try to respect myself and try to respect, I know it's stupid, but it's like, I would always just be like, oh my God, I gotta have it now. Like, that's just how I would treat the food, you know? And I didn't care about how it would make me feel afterwards. So sometimes I just try to go slower when I eat. Try to take enough time out of my day to not eat in 6 minutes anymore. You know, like maybe eat in like 20 minutes, you know? You guys, I have stuff in my teeth. You know, I would eat too fast and then I'd be like, I'm not full. So then I need to eat more to get full. You know, I was chasing that feeling of satiety, that feeling of fullness, when it never naturally came with the food I was eating. I wasn't eating enough protein. I wasn't eating enough fiber. So yeah, it kind of just felt like a bottomless pit a lot of the time. You know what I mean? So have the sauce here. I will use it, and I'll enjoy it. You know what I mean? That was another thing too. I would like, if there was things that I was craving, I wouldn't even enjoy it afterwards. I would just feel really guilty that I ate it, kind of holding myself to this very, very, very high standard of, or idea or ideology of what clean eating is, you know? So, and I hate describing food as clean. 6 minutes, damn, that's fast. Yeah, I would be eating quickly, so quick. And I realized that was a habit that I used to have whenever I was young. So, and I never shook it. Don't do this to yourself. This looks too healthy. There's no way it tastes good. No! That sucks. It sucks that people feel that way, and it sucks that people think that way. No, my food is good. Food is good. And that's another thing, too. If you know how to cook, it should be a breeze, you know, for you really to lose weight. Because if you think about it, a lot of your seasonings, especially the things that have 0 salt, are all 0 calories. All that seasoning stuff, usually it's 0 calories. If you're getting a seasoning packet, like a marinade pack from, you know, maybe like that section where it's just literally straight packets of seasoning for certain dishes, or like that's where you find packet gravy, stuff like that, that's like 10 calories, you know, if not just 0. So I would load up on the seasonings if it really is a hard thing for you to cook at home or have your food taste good. Taste your food as you go, you know. Although salt is 0 calories, there is a lot of sodium in salt. I would consider that. Pay attention to that and find out how many milligrams a day you're supposed to be having. Respect your body. Everybody's different. Based on height, age, and activity and all that, and how much you sweat, all that stuff really matters. So I would focus on your sodium and just load up on the seasonings minus salt, you know what I'm saying? So not saying don't use salt, but be mindful that you can make stuff taste really, really good. So this tastes really good with chicken. And I just try to enjoy it. If there's something I want, I really try to enjoy it. And I try to have half the sauce cup because this whole thing is 120 calories just for this 1 ounce of sauce. So it kind of puts it in perspective just how much you are throwing away having those calories be actual food. For me, it was really like always knowledge for me that I'd rather eat my food than drink my calories. That's just me though. I'm so glad I never had a problem with soda, you know. I feel like during the pandemic I was eating a lot of soda and a lot more fast food than I ever had in my whole life since then, up until that point. So I realized how addicting it really got so quickly. If I ever feel like craving a soda today, though, usually I just have like a sparkling water, you know, but that's just me. And I had to realize why I would crave soda a lot of the time. It was really just that I really just wanted the bubbles. You know, I wanted the effects of soda. I wanted it to feel like I was drinking a soda. I feel like it was more of a dopamine hit for me to have soda just based on what it did. It was fizzy. I had realized I had an addiction or craving towards carbonation and stuff like that. So I found that sparkling water did that for me. A lot of people don't like it though. And I also found that if I drank sugar-free soda, that I would crave more during the days that I'd have sugar-free soda. But that was me also. I don't know if that's everybody. So if I do want a soda, I just have a regular soda. Or I have a Diet Coke. You know, and I'll just get a big cup of Diet Coke from like McDonald's or something, or a gas station. But it's very rare that I'm actually gonna like lean to do that. If I'm really craving a soda, I just have the real fucking thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it just doesn't hit the same. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have a soda addiction. I feel like people with soda addictions have like a really, really hard time shaking that habit. And it's just so easy. It's like an immediate dopamine hit when you crack open the can, I feel like. I mean, I understand that. So it can be really hard to shake. But I also felt like another thing that would really help me out was barbecuing my food. I don't know why. It always feels like a treat And I always loved to barbecue, but I had to realize, like, I think I have to recognize exactly what I crave and, like, what really, you know, I don't know, makes me want to overeat, what kind of foods and stuff like that. So, no, this isn't fried chicken, you know, but the event of having a barbecue and that feeling of barbecuing, I don't know, and knowing that my food is being barbecued, it just makes it feel like junk food when it's not. But that's also maybe just my brain. I don't know if that's everybody. But yeah, so I think that's also helped me too, barbecuing more. It kind of gave me that feeling like it was fast food. It's not. Somebody else said, same here, I love barbecue. Shouts out to you. Yeah, I love barbecue. But, appreciate you guys for the likes. I am getting full. I am getting full now. And I'm going to have a little bit more potato. And I'm going to have this last piece of chicken and we'll call it good. We'll save the rest of these veggies as half my plate portion of vegetables for my dinner. I have 2 chicken breasts that are marinating in like a Greek marinade. I'm going to have that with these. And then these were just little baby russet potatoes, like little golden potatoes. I put them in 2 layers of tin foil, covered them in some neutral oil because I ran out of olive oil. That would have been my go-to. And then salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and 1 whole clove of garlic with the husk on, and a little bit of Mrs. Dash original seasoning, and that's it. And then let them cook on the barbecue, let them get soft. And then I got impatient. And then I just cooked the rest in the air fryer, in the tin foil. And they came out really soft and really crispy on the outside. So, yeah. Covered them in some olive oil when I served them. Instead of butter. Salt and pepper. And then a pinch of extra sharp cheddar cheese. And that's how I had them that day. My potato's filling me up a lot, so I'm just gonna have this onion that I barbecued. When they roast, they get super sweet and they taste so good. So that's what we're gonna have. Appreciate you guys for the likes. A little bit more sauce. So good. This one is so good. If you guys have creamy chili where you guys live at your McDonald's, let me know, because it's my favorite sauce of any fast food place. Unfortunately, it has to be McDonald's, but yeah. It's so good. Someone said we grill a lot of our meats, like burgers, venison. We eat a lot of salads and fresh vegetables. I love that. I love that. Yeah, we just got done. Just got done now. Having a little bit of a meal before I work out. I'm gonna save all these veggies. And then we're gonna head into the garage. We're gonna have a little bit of a mobility workout. We're gonna prioritize our ankles, our knees, our hips. A little bit of glute work. We'll see. Okay, let me put this stuff up. I'm gonna set you guys down really quick. The food was so good. And like I said, we just respected it. Try to have respect whenever we're eating the food. I had half of the creamy chili sauce. The food is really good alone, so it's kind of like one of those things like, okay, this tastes really good. I don't need it. I just want the sauce, you know? So just have to separate myself from when I actually want to like completely finish one of those, because this is alone 120 calories. Like, I could have had another serving of chicken, you know what I mean? Like, I could have had a whole cup of black beans, you know what I mean? Like, I would rather have more volume. That's just the way I think about my food, than to kind of have it go down the drain in like an ounce of sauce. Like compared to the volume I could have had for less calories, I probably would have took that, you know? So I just try to keep that in mind. All right, we have some water here. We'll sip on that. We'll take you guys to the garage. And no more ice also. But we will be having a sparkling water out in the garage. I got all my sparkling waters out here, and sometimes I just like some bubbles, like I was saying. Like, I just had a big meal, and then in my head I'm kind of like, I want something sweet, but it's not going to be sweet. It's just like, usually I'll say that when I want soda, you know, something quick, something fast digesting, to have like a glucose spike and stuff like that. So I just try to recognize that. I'm going to prop you guys up here. I'm also going to get my notebook. Let's write out my workout really quick, or actually we can type it out. What do you guys think? Oh, let's sit on this little chair. And it's kind of warm today. I don't know. I don't want to open up the garage just yet. Usually I open up that garage door on the side, but I don't think I will. Okay, you guys, chill out. Let's relax here. Let's get that little sparkling water. Let's see. Let's write out our workout. You hear the birds? Okay, let's see. Shoulders. We had 3 pounds. Let's do 5 pounds. Oh no, we did that yesterday. That was the only thing we did do. Pullovers. I don't know if we'll be able to do pullovers in the garage. If anything, you can do rear delts on the cable. And we'll do 3 to 12. Maybe we'll just do, actually, let's do 2 sets of 20, because I have really light weight right now. I don't have heavy enough weight to do something of real work. Okay, and then we'll do ankle flexion, extension, to be Alice. We'll use the weighted machine there. We'll put the 10 pounds on. And let's see. Internal rotation. And we'll do low back, so we'll do hip extension, Y pose for our shoulders. For our mid back, we'll do 3. What the fuck was that? Did Siri think he was talking to this bitch? That scared the shit out of me. Fuck was that? Now I'm tripping. Okay. Let's see. Let's do 5 pounds for the Y pose. We did 3 pounds at the gym last time. We're increasing our weight there. And we'll also hold, I don't know if we can do maybe 4 pounds in my hand for the hip extension. 2 pounds in each hand. We'll put the wrist straps on. And then we'll just see how that feels until next time, because I don't want to overdo it and then I'm basically just like in pain or like setting myself back or something like that. So let's see. Then we'll do, all right, chat, you guys got to chill. We have been muting people for 24 hours for also, 30 minutes. So let's do that, because I don't think people get it. And we don't have any admin that are in here really. No, it's not even that person that muted themselves. It's another person, but I can't even see their chats on YouTube. I don't know if we maybe muted them before, but when I look at this, like the Streamlabs, there's a lot of people that we've muted on YouTube that don't show on YouTube, but they show in this chat, and I don't know how to fix that. I'm not really sure. Oh, wait, let's see. Actually, they are showing up. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, chat. We're still writing our workout. We'll do the clamshell. And we'll do 5-second hold times 5 for 2 sets. We'll just see how I feel after that. Let's see what else. Decline knees. We'll do 10 minutes. And step ups for our hips and glutes. And maybe we could also walk for 20 minutes, but I might do that off camera. I want to save some time so that way we can also, go outside and see the garden Let's see. All right, let's play a little music and we'll get started. We'll warm up with a stretch. And let's do it. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to work out? And this one is going to be our mobility day, so just working through, trying to recover and heal these ligaments and joints. Let's open a soda. Also, now I'm getting bloated from that whey protein. It happens really, really fast for me, so sometimes I like to save it for the end of the day. I don't know if it's also just a girl thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's also just the product that I have. I'm not really sure how they're processing the whey. I don't know. But regardless, you know. Okay, I'm going to raise up the treadmill. We're going to do 10 minutes at the very, very end. I feel like this is still my, I don't know, cardio, you know, so I think I don't want to burn out all my energy. So, sorry you guys also if it's vertical format is bothering you guys. My bad. It is, you know, it is very much, I'm learning, and I'm also just using what I have. I try not to make an excuse whenever it comes to hanging out on YouTube with you guys, so just use what I got. And I don't think it's any means for me to stop. In case I might actually help somebody, so we'll keep that there. And we'll start our warm-up. Get a few things to warm up with. And I like to put a phone in my belt here. That's kind of why I wear the belt. Just to track my steps. That way whenever I'm walking and stuff like that, I can keep track of all the steps that I take throughout the day. Because all of that really does add up. And then I kind of basically get like a net calorie at the end of the day. So... And today I'm probably going to have about 2 sparkling waters. Let's see. We'll start with the warm-up. We'll stretch. And this workout is specifically for rehabilitation purposes. Cheers, STDs, why? 2 bitches at the same time. 2 is better than 1, usually. These are cran raspberry. It smells so good and fragrant. It smells good. Lots of bubbles. Lots of bubbles. And I don't have my hair clip. I'm also going to take my glasses off. They're a little loose, so I think it's for the best. Let's turn this a bit. Oh man, it's like Pilates thing lost the sticky stuff. Aww. Okay. We have stuff to stretch here. We got jump rope right here. All of these medicine balls for working out for Pilates. We got some little straps. We have some ankle weights. This is for a monkey foot. Put your foot through here, hold a dumbbell there. That's really good. We could use that too. I do need these today. start with these weighted bands. Okay. About 5 pounds, 10 pounds, maybe even 5, 15. Not really sure. Just get some movement in the shoulders. Not a lot of tension. So, and I'm sorry if should we move you here so that way it's a little brighter? A little brighter, a little better. And then try to get some external rotation in the shoulders, just to get some blood going to those areas. And I like to work out barefoot also. I don't know if that's something you guys like to do at home, but I have really bad feet to the point where I feel like I have a lot of problems with my feet from my injury, especially on my left side from running. And I feel like it kind of like keeps me off balance. I feel like my big toe doesn't turn on a lot of the time. I was trying to keep my elbow in line with my shoulder. Whenever I do this, my left side's a little weaker since I had an injury there too. So it's kind of like not really taking care of the injuries. Getting to a baseline and then getting hurt again is kind of like my problem. Removing things out of my program too soon. A little bit more sparkling. Okay. And then taking a stronger one. This is all for warm up. You guys, we gotta warm up. Okay? And don't be like me, be better than me. I am like this because I didn't warm up. All those times not getting hurt. Okay. And then I just like to keep my elbows tucked and keep like a nice heavier weight. You can use the lighter one. I just increase a little bit over time. And then same thing, but inward. I have this little Pilates wheel. You could use, I don't know, a block. And I just try to push inward, internal pressure, keeping my elbows locked, getting the blood flow going. Trying to push as close as I possibly can. Try to stimulate both shoulders. Upright posture, keep your chest up. You can see I'm shaking. All right, and then a little bit. The pink one is the lightest one that I have, so it's a little shorter range, but see when I put my arms through there, I get a nice 90-degree angle. I'm not too much wider than my elbows, and I'm not too much far in towards like my rib cage. I'm in line right with my elbows, so when they're tucked. And then just try to take that around the strongest point of my arm at this point would just be my wrists or forearms here. And I just try to push out. You can relax your hands, that way you can just focus on using those shoulders, those rotator cuffs going out. A little bit of flexion in the front delts. And then just breathe in nice and deep and then blow out. Try to push as far away as I can. away from me. Get a nice pump, get a nice blood flow. Okay. A little water. Okay. We'll start with our Y pose, our shoulders. Let's turn the camera. We're gonna be here, okay? But I'm going to get a little bit of dumbbells. I'm gonna use like a 5-pound dumbbell. I don't have 5 pounds. I don't have 5, but I have, well, I have 5, but I don't have 2 of them. So we could hold these two. I'm thinking now, I'm like, should we just hold every single dumbbell that I have, chat? All these small ones? These are 1 pound, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/2 pounds, 2 1/2 pounds, 3 1/2 pounds, 4 1/2 pounds, and then this is what? 5. Look at that. We got 5. But I could also keep these around my wrist. How about this? 1. And we got 2. 4. 5 pounds. We'll do this instead. Okay. 5 pounds in each hand. Did our connection fail? Let's look at the chat. Let's see. Appreciate you guys for the likes. Oh no, it's working. It's fucking boring in here, that's what it is. Alright. This is our little setup here. I'm gonna keep the chat on. Okay. Keep this here. We will push this back a little. We will do our Y pose. We're gonna go for 3 to 10. Okay. 3 sets, 10 reps. Okay, and then we just want to start here. Just like that. Push up, and then just focus on the negative. Okay. Woo! We have 10. Rest my weights here. Rest for 3 minutes. We could superset and do something that's completely unlike what we just did and completely not relevant to a low back. So we could spend our time actively. Let me just double check our workout, see what else we could do in the meantime. It is 2:39 PST. So in the meantime, we will do something else. And we did one. Oh, we could do the clamshell. We could do those. Yeah, and we knock those out. 5-second hold for 2 sets. And we'll try to go down on our knees. Let's just see. Also, at some point, I do want to hold the clamshell pose. I don't know, we'll see. So we'll go here. I eventually want to put a little bit of weight on the shoulders or on the hip to open out. So we'll do this. And I'm going to do 1/2 pound to start. That way I can have more measurable load, a little bit at a time. And I like to scoot back to get my hip in line, or my knee joint in line with my elbow, and then come up, flex the down glute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back down and rest. Hold for 5 seconds up there, and that's it. And fully rest at the bottom. Same thing, brace the core, push the hips up and out. 1, 2, 3. All right, 39, 40, 40, 41. We have 1 more minute. We'll do our other side, other clamshell for this last minute till we have to go back and do our Y pose. This side's a little tougher. We'll try again. Oof. Okay. All right, now we'll go back to do our Y pose. I'll keep you guys back on here. We want to prioritize doing that to help our functional core, our low back there, and our hip stability on one side. Let's see. We will come back this way. I don't have another 5-pound dumbbell, so I'm gonna close this crooked a little bit. So we will just wrap our wrists with, we'll use what we got, make no excuse. Wrap our wrists with these little dumbbells here, or these ankle weights, wrist straps, whatever you want to call them. Okay. And oopsie. And we'll just do our Y pose again. We will, this is our second set, okay? Pushing up and then letting that the Y pose be the top position, and then just focusing on the negative, not swinging the weights down, controlling the weights on the way down. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was like, why is my right side so heavy? Let's go. Hold these up here. $2:45. We'll take another break. Another break. Whoa. Okay, let's check the chat. Someone said strong, cozy. Appreciate you. What muscles does that work? This is gonna work on mid traps. So mid traps are rear delts. So rear delts, okay, right here, and then our mid trap along this side, okay, right in the center, and then our low back, very low trap, low back here, our core stability, because if we're working our low back, then you are also working your core. So your QLs, your quadrilaterals, so anything that's going to be along the spine is here, those little muscles along the spine as well, all the way down, especially through the mid and low back for our core. And then depending on how strong your low back is, sometimes the hips, like the hamstrings or the glutes will fire to keep you upright in that position. We're not rounding our back, so it really shouldn't be happening. We're isolating the back, okay? And that's it. Maybe even just like the tops of your shoulders, you know, the very, very tops when we're going up to that push. But it's really supposed to be an isolating movement once you get to the top, and then that drop is really just pinch the penny all the way down. The shoulders will fire, the mid back will fire, the low back is going to fire at rest and at the top position and during the negative. So yeah. Oops. Appreciate you for this, those are called erectors in the low back. Ooh, okay, let me see. Okay, thank you. That's what I meant to say was the erectors along the spine, the ones that are helping stimulate the spine, support the spine directly. The quadratus lumborum is that outside part, right outside the erectors. It attaches to the hip. I'm trying to focus there as well on most of these workouts because I want to support more hip stability, my hip flexors, and to mitigate and get rid of eventually this SI joint pain that I'm having here. Those are both going to be incorporated at the very, very base. And when we're just in our resting position, because we're just basically doing like an isometric hold, that's going to be your basic foundation. Just being able to hold this position to protect your back, your low back here. So it's all firing once we engage our core. Nice. Thank you for your help. Let's see. I'm screaming. My family they were hype about the fact that the gardeners came. They haven't came in like a month and a half. I don't even know. No idea. But they came today and I let them know. The gardeners are here. And they said, we gotta do the tiny little dance to celebrate. Because they haven't been here in a month and a half. Okay. We've also rested. Let's do one more. One more set. Let's see. I'm gonna keep you guys down here. And I'm doing 5 pounds in each hand. The last time I did it, it was only 3 pounds in each hand. So we are increasing the weight here. You don't need very much weight. You could also start with 1 pound. You can also start with no weight. That's also fine. And I just take these, I just try to wrap them around. I don't have another 5-pound dumbbell. I only have one 5-pound dumbbell. I need to buy another one. And then I just hold this 1 pound weight. It's Olympic weight. And then 5 pounds here. And we'll start again, okay? And this is our last set, 10. We want it to fire really, really good. At the very, very top, we're trying to protect our rotator cuff. So that's the main purpose, the main reason why we want to incorporate these for our external rotation on our shoulders, to bulletproof our shoulders, our Y position, and then we'll just go ahead and focus on that negative down. Fight the negative. Okay. Right. We'll set everything down. We don't need these weights anymore. I'm gonna tie my hair up. How are you feeling so far? I'm tired. Fucking tired, dude. Tired. Also, a little uncomfortable. A little bit. I think also that whey protein caught up to me pretty quick. So, pretty fucking uncomfortable. Usually I am at this time of day. I would have already had at least 1 to 2 scoops of whey protein, and I am lactose intolerant, so I'm pretty uncomfortable. I'm trying to track my steps with this belt here. I put my phone in there to track the steps all day. And this is pretty, like, uncomfortable, so just whatever, you know. Okay. Hello, you guys. What's going on? We have a workout written in this phone. So we did our Y pose. So that's done. Okay. We did 1 set clamshell. We'll do the low back hip extension at the very, very end, since we just fired up our low back doing the Y pose, so we'll wait. Let's see. We can do step ups for our hips and glutes. All right, and we might just hold on for a sec here. I might have to just finish my workout alone. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to see me today. Hope you have a great day. I might be back in a little bit. Take a small break, rest. I'll see you guys. Hope you have a great day and be easy. Thank you for hanging out today. If you guys see me make those lattes, we made golden milk lattes today out of almond milk. And then, let's see, our mukbang for lunch, whenever I was getting ready for the day, all that at the beginning of our workout. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys. Let's see.